You're probably wondering why I'm in the race car. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you know that I've got a winter beater to be driving around to keep the Mark IIs tucked away in the barn. Well, that didn't quite go to plan. Right guys, so this is a weird one. I'm here in the Ibiza in a lay-by. There's a lorry driver behind me with his laptop out. He's been there for a while. It's looking a bit sus. Guess what? The Ibiza has gone bang. So my £80 Seat Ibiza is just decided it's not the one. So I'm sat here waiting for the recovery guys to come and get me, and then we're back to square one. Seeing as the Jetta is going in for an MOT tomorrow, it's handy, so we'll be back on the road. But we're about to pull it apart to fit the G60. So guys, look. Nightmare. Nightmare, but this is what you get when you mess around with old cars. As long as you've got a sense of humour, you're going to be all right. So look, let's wait for the AA to turn up and we'll go from there. So it means, yeah, with all the cars in the barn, I haven't really got a car to drive. So that's a really weird position to be in for me. So I thought, do you know what? Let's jump in the race car, give it a quick spin. It hasn't been on the road since Castle Combe. So I thought, you know what? These things don't do well just being sat. So I thought I'd come out today, give it a bit of a blast in the fresh winter air. Yeah, and just see how we got on. But look, this year has been crazy. Obviously blowing up my daily, but still, it's not been the year any of us thought it would be. So what I want to do is just take a look back at this year and just see what it's meant for us as a channel, as a community. And yeah, guys, look, thanks for coming along with us. So I'm going to head back home and yeah, we'll pick up there.
Mark II Golf channel. Hello guys.
Right, now I'm back home. You can see the Christmas tree is still up behind me because it is the 1st of January today. So guys, if you're watching this, I hope you had a great Christmas and a happy new year to you. 2020, well, it's been a challenging year for a lot of people for a lot of reasons, but there's been some great stuff that has come out of this year. Now we can look at 2020 in one of two ways. It's been a tough year. There's no getting away from that. You know, it's been a tragic year in many cases. From a more trivial point of view, we haven't been able to get out and do the things we've wanted to do and enjoy. There hasn't been the car shows, there hasn't been the meets, all of the stuff that we look forward to as a car community, we just haven't been able to do. And it's left some of us feeling quite isolated. And it's been quite challenging. As you can see, I'm here in the office at home. And more and more of us now are working from home without other people around us. So meeting up with your car mates, going to car shows, checking out what everyone else is doing is a great release and a great way just to take your mind off what's going on. So fingers crossed in 2021, we'll get back to that by the summer and hopefully this will be a distant memory. But there's been some really good stuff that's come out of this year too. So you know, from a channel perspective, a lot of you guys have come with us on this journey, and thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. So when we look at it back in August, the channel was 12 months old, so we've been around for a year, and we had just over 1,500 subscribers. We're now 4 months on and we're just short of 2,400 subscribers. So we've got roughly 900 more subscribers in the last 4 months alone. So guys, thank you very much if you've been with us from the start or you're new to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Only around 25% of people watching this video are probably subscribed to the channel. So it would really help us out if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get to see all the great stuff that we've got coming up in 2021. Now, of course, we've got adverts on the channel. So we are a proper YouTube channel, which is, it blows my mind. And guys, look, I think it's one of those things that's really important to understand that by having ads on the channel, we don't really make any money from it. To be honest, I think it may be about £20 a month in terms of ad revenue that comes in. But what it's done is because we're monetized and we're showing adverts, YouTube seems to be really promoting the content with adverts on it, because of course they're getting paid as well. So we saw a massive exponential rise in views and subscribers once we'd got monetized. So I know it's one of those things that, do you know what, the adverts, they don't really pay us much. As I say, it's like 20 quid a month. It pays for an oil and filter change maybe. But that's not why we're doing it. You know, I think the adverts, it's really important to understand that that they're there because it's helping the channel grow. You know, it's helping the YouTube algorithm push those videos out to more people. And speaking of adverts, what did you get? Was it a Volkswagen R advert? I've noticed a lot of those on the channel. And do you know what? I'm absolutely amazed and over the moon when I see proper adverts on the channel. You know, Volkswagen R, there was like a 7-minute advert running, and do you know what? I watched it the whole way through. Yeah, do you know what, guys? Sometimes there's an absolute gem. Other times there's adverts for men with moisturiser on trawlers. Now, I don't know who is watching this on a trawler using moisturiser, but thank you for watching. Now, as you saw, I've been out and about in our budget track car. So the good news is we've got stuff planned for that this year. So currently, Sam and I are currently booked on a track day in France. So it's a track weekend. It's about 30 or 40 Mark II Golfs driving over to France at the end of March for a track day over a weekend. So really looking forward to that if it goes on. It's too close to call at the moment. I'm hoping that the vaccines get rolled out, restrictions get lifted, and we're able to do that, because I think that would be a great way to start the year. Getting out with a bunch of Mark IIs on a racetrack for a weekend would be absolutely hilarious. Starting from the Channel Tunnel, driving across France, spending the Saturday on the track, and then on the Sunday driving home. That sort of stuff is what I wanted to do when I started this channel. You know, is get out, meet people with Mark IIs, and just have an absolute blast. So fingers crossed that goes ahead. Really looking forward to it. So we've got some work to do on that budget track car. We got it to Castle Combe at the last minute, as you would have seen. So there's a few jobs on there that I want to do before we take it away. So we've got a couple of months to get that squared away. We've also got the Jetta Coupe, so that's now parked away in the workshop, ready to get started. So as you would have seen, we've bought a G60 engine for that, and we've got some big plans. We're probably going to do a right-hand drive conversion on it as well, just to make it a bit more usable here in the UK. Now, I know people will be going, Tim, you can't, it's a left-hand drive, blah, 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 blah. Guys, look, it's my car, I'm going to do what I want. So, but anyway, jokes aside, I think for me, it's probably more usable as a performance car if it's right-hand drive. Yeah, just for smoking around the countryside and chilling out, left-hand drive is absolutely fine, as you would have seen from the video we did on left-hand drive versus right-hand drive. So yes, we've got some other bits and pieces coming up for that. We may look at a body kit for the Jetta as well. Nothing too drastic, but something that's going to really make it stand out. And then obviously there's always the question that comes up, Tim, will you take that stripe off the side of your car? Sorry, Sean, probably not going to, mate. I might even add some more stickers, because frankly, I absolutely love decals over cars. I think it's just unique, makes them stand out. And when we did the online show in Shine, there was this 2-litre 16 valve that came in from Canada. And do you know what? I absolutely fell in love with this. I was gutted the other guys didn't rate this car higher, because I absolutely loved it. It's a fantastic looking car, and it just stands out. It's just of its time. Now, we've also got a barn find GTI, and this feels like it's been dragging on forever, and it kind of has. So we moved into the work, or started moving stuff into the new workshop about 4 months ago. We've only just in the last couple of weeks got power and light connected in that workshop. So we haven't been able to get the welder out and weld up that car. And that's what's holding us back. We've got that hole in the bulkhead behind the heater matrix that needs to be welded up. We've also got to do the floor as well. So Now that we've got power and light in the new workshop, it means that we're going to be able to really start moving along and get that car back together and get it on the road. I'd love to have it on the road for the spring. Yeah, I just think it's one of those that we need to get cracking on it, and yeah, hopefully once we've got it welded up, it should be full steam ahead. And we've got the German Jetta, can't forget that. So the good news is that's actually gone in for an MOT now, and the paperwork has been sent off to get it registered. So hopefully in the next 4 to 6 weeks, that will all be registered and legal, ready to go on the road. So again, gives us another great daily to smoke around in while the other coupe is being pulled apart. Last year, also went down to see Monkey in his workshop to take a look at his Mark II 3.2 V6 Golf, and it's an absolute beaut. And as I said at the time, I was hoping to go back and do some more filming with Dave on his car, get a proper look around, go through everything that he's done. But then we went into lockdown, couldn't go back, and now of course we're in an even more stricter lockdown. So Dave, I'm sorry mate, I don't know when I'm going to get down to see you and have a look at your amazing car, but I promise I will get down to see you as soon as I can. And yeah, I think, do you know what, I'd like to do more of that this year. I'd like to come out and see you guys. I'd like to have a look around your cars. I'd like you to tell me the story behind it. I said at the start of the video, this is kind of becoming a little community, and it is. It's a small little community, but it's a community, and I love reading your comments, you know, and whether it's good or bad, you know, it helps us grow the channel. So, you know, there was a comment, I think on the last video around some flares in the video. Guys, do you know what? I got a little secret for you. This whole channel has been filmed on an iPhone. That's right, it's been edited in iMovie on my iPhone. We've upgraded the audio a little bit with a shotgun mic and a wireless lapel mic, and there's been the odd shot that's been strapped to the side of a car with a 20 quid Amazon GoPro knockoff. So yeah, I mean, I think the most expensive bit of kit that we've used to film on the channel is actually the DJI drone that we've got. But yeah, I think this year I would really like to look at upgrading the equipment that we got to film with, because as I say, this channel started off as just me and a phone, and then it just kind of grew from there. And I think now we're at the point where maybe we should invest and get a new camera at least to really kind of try and improve the quality. But if anyone knows the way to reduce flares on an iPhone, please let me know. Otherwise, be patient. I'll try and be conscious how we're filming the shots, but look, we'll do what we can. Yeah, I really like reading your comments. I really like the messages I get, the people that I've met at different shows earlier in the year when we were allowed to, and yeah, do you know what I say? I'd just like to do more of that this year. I'd like to come out and see you guys, have a look around your cars, you tell me the story behind it. Yeah, I think, you know, that would be really cool. So hopefully, restrictions permitting, we're going to be able to go out and see people, and yeah, we'll bring some more kind of viewers' cars to the channel, if you will. We did the online show and shine when we had the first lockdown, and I was blown away by the amount of entries that we got in. To be honest, I thought we'd probably only get maybe 10, 15 entries. It turned out it was around about 40, and what I thought we could do in maybe an hour with a couple of mates just chatting about some cars turned into about 3.5 hours. So if you watch that live, thank you. If you've watched the edited highlights, thank you. But it just goes to show the absolute quality of the cars that you guys have got. So thank you so much for sending them in. I've still got to say a massive shout out to Bill and his Jetta. I was absolutely blown away when Bill's video came in. Even now, I still can't go over the fact that, Bill, you put so much effort into that video for the show and shine. Do you know what? That was one of my proudest moments this year on the channel was seeing that video come in. I think I showed it to my missus, my brother, Sam, and the other guys at the barn. Do you know what? I was absolutely gassed when that came in. So excited to see it. And even now, sort of 6 months on, I'm still absolutely touched by that build. So thank you for sending that in. And who knows, in a year or two, we may even get out to the States and do a bit of a mini road trip. Who knows? And if we do, Bill, I'd love to come and buy you a beer. So shows for this year. Obviously last year I managed to get 2 ultimate dubs up in Telford right at the very start before it all got very bad very quickly. That was a great show, really enjoyed that. Then later in the year got to go to the London Cartel London Cruise. That was an amazing night, and Ben and the rest of the London Cartel guys put on a fantastic event. So I definitely recommend it. I'm going to go again if it goes ahead this year, which I really hope it does. This time I will definitely book myself into a hotel, just so I can stay out longer, and then I haven't got a big sort of 2-hour drive home at the end of the night. So yeah, that'd be a great one to do this year. And of course I went to Castle Combe. It was the spring action that then became the summer action, and I think that was the only action that some of us saw last year. So yeah, I think again it's a local event to me. It's only down the road, so I'll definitely be doing that again this year. And then of course there's the Mark II Owners Club National Meet, and that is by far my favourite weekend of the year on the show calendar. Yeah, it's Friday to Sunday, camping, drinking, chatting with your mates, show and shine on the Sunday. There's some cars on the track on the Saturday and the Sunday. I mean, what's not to like? But it is, from a social point of view, probably the highlight of the year. So what else? You know, I want to get to more shows this year. I want to come out and meet some of you guys and see your cars. So drop in the comments below, which shows are you looking forward to this year? Which shows were you gutted you couldn't go to last year? As I say, drop it down in the comments and let me know. And I will try and get out to those shows this year if they go ahead. Now, I think it's also really important to say that none of this would be possible without Sam. And not just the last sort of 14 months, just the last few years. All of the help that Sam gives me with the cars is just amazing. So thank you, Sam. I'm hoping this year we can see more of Sam on camera. I know he's been really reluctant. So guys, if you'd like to see more of Sam and Sam's cars, then again, drop a comment down below saying we want Sam, and yeah, hopefully we can peer pressure Sam into getting on camera. So I think that just leaves me to say a massive thank you to everyone who has watched videos on the channel over the last year. It means so much. And guys, please do leave comments. I read every single one of them. I'll reply to a lot of the comments as well. I probably won't reply if you're asking me about a 2008 gearbox on a Golf. It's a bit new for me, sorry. But look guys, I love reading your comments. I love chatting with you guys. Check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter, check us out on Instagram. Guys, look, let's make 2021 an amazing year filled with amazing cars. So with all of that said, guys, if you still haven't, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does mean a lot. And I will see you on the next one.